Hey there, and welcome. Calculus can sometimes feel like this big, scary thing, right? But what if I told you it doesn't have to be? What if we could make it, well, kind of cute? Let's jump right in and see how.
So think about it. In math, we're pretty much always moving forward. We learn how to do something, like finding a function's derivative. But what if we could just hit rewind? What if you were given the final result and had to figure out how you got there? Well, that's the big question we're going to explore today. And that brings us to our very first idea. We're calling it the reverse challenge. We're about to take a process you might already know and flip it completely upside down. Now, this whole going backward thing has a fancy name, and it's called anti-differentiation. And honestly, it's exactly what it sounds like. The entire goal is to find the original function when the only clue you have is its derivative. I kind of love thinking about it like a puzzle. You've got the final piece in your hand, and you have to work your way backward to see the whole picture. It's almost like being a math detective. So how do we actually write this reverse challenge using math symbols? Well, it's time to meet your new best friend in calculus, the integral. And here it is, in all its glory. This whole thing is what we call the indefinite integral. And really, it's just the official, formal way of saying, hey, let's find the antiderivative of this function. Let's break it down and meet the team. That long, curvy symbol, that's the integral sign. I like to think of it as a friendly hook. The function we're trying to solve, f of x, that's the integrand. The answer we're hoping to find, f of x, is the antiderivative. And that little plus c at the end? That's our forgetful little ghost friend, the constant of integration. So why do we even need this ghost friend? Okay, stick with me here. The derivative of x squared is 2x. But get this, the derivative of x squared plus 5 is also 2x, because when you differentiate a constant, it just becomes 0. It vanishes. So when we go backward from 2x, we have no way of knowing if there was a constant there to begin with. That's why we always have to add that plus c just to cover our bases for any number that might have disappeared. Okay, that's enough theory for now. Are you ready to actually solve one of these things? Let's learn our very first magic formula, the simple power rule. I know, the official formula looks a little intense, but the rule itself, it's actually super simple. All you do is take the exponent, add 1 to it, and then divide the whole thing by that new number. Seriously, that's it.
And look at this. It's so neat. It really shows you how integration is the perfect reverse of differentiation. With differentiation, you multiply, then you subtract from the exponent. With integration, you do the total opposite. You add, then you divide. They're perfect mirror images.
All right, you've got the big idea, and you have your magic formula. Let's walk through our first problem together, step by step. Come on, you can totally do this.
Okay, team, here's our first official challenge. We need to evaluate the integral of x cubed minus 6x plus 4. It looks like a lot, but don't worry, we're going to break it down.
So, step 1, and this is a great trick to remember, we don't have to solve this whole thing at once. We can actually break it into mini problems. We'll find the integral of x cubed, then the integral of 6x, and then the integral of 4, and just put them all together at the end. Easy. Now it's time to use our magic formula. For x cubed, we add 1 to the exponent, that gives us 4, and then we divide by 4. Done. For 6x, remember that's really 6x to the power of 1. So we add 1 to get an exponent of 2, and then divide 6 by that 2, which simplifies down to 3x squared. And what about that 4? Well, the integral of any plain old number is just that number times x, so it becomes 4x. Now we just put all our pieces back together. We've got our x to the 4th over 4 minus our 3x squared plus our 4x. And we absolutely cannot forget our little ghost friend, plus c. And there it is, our final answer. See? Not so bad, right? You just did it. You solved your very first integral. That is awesome. And believe me, this is a huge new skill you've just unlocked. And the power rule is amazing, but it's really just the first tool in what is a huge, amazing toolbox. There are a ton of other rules for all the different kinds of functions you'll run into. For instance, if you want to integrate something like sine or cosine, there are completely different formulas just for them. It's kind of cool. Every function family has its own little secret for going backward. So what are the big things to remember from today? First, at its heart, integration is just differentiation in reverse. Second, the power rule is going to be your best friend whenever you see variables with exponents. And third, and I'm going to say it one more time,
Always remember your ghost friend plus C. Think about what you just did. You literally learned how to travel backward in math. You took a final answer and found out where it came from. So the only question left is, now that you know how to go backward, where will you go next?